Okay, so you've picked up your new smartphone, you want to start taking photos, but you also want them to stand out from the crowd. Well, you're in luck. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 photo editing tools that you can use to level up your game and your style. First up, Adobe Lightroom Mobile. Adobe Lightroom Mobile app allows you to do so many different things. So this can go from simple use all the way to more complicated use like masking, healing, and so on. But what you can do here is really go to light settings, for example. You can change exposure on photos like so. You can change contrast levels on your photos, just give them a bit more colors, bring the highlights down, for example. You can even go into color and change temperature, so you can see it goes from cold all the way to warmth, which makes it look a bit better. You can change vibrancy, make it more colorful, for example. And my favorite thing is you can dehaze things as well. So for example, if you live in a country like the UK where the skies are gray all the time, you can just bring that back in and just make it look a bit more colorful. And it just looks really nice. But again, with this one, you can just go as far as you want it to be. You can press and hold it to see before and after on your photos. And with this as well, you can also download different presets if you like. So if I was to reset this photo back to what it was, this is the original, you can use some presets that you can download off the internet to get started. So here's one of the ones that I created. So I can choose different presets, apply it to different photos on the move and make them nice and quick. And you can just make it your own. Next, if you want your pictures to be symmetrical or you want to straighten it up or change perspective, this next app is definitely one to download. It's called SKRWT or Screw It. This one is one of my favorite ones. So with Screw It, you can change perspective, you can rotate, you can move different things just the way you want it. So if you take a photo that's a bit, I don't know, wonky or it's not straight or the perspective is just wrong, you can change it all around. So for example here, I can rotate this photo if I really want to. So if it's not straight, I can go all the way, just rotate it ever so slightly. So now that's a little bit straighter than it was before I started. And then I can change the perspective as well. If it's not symmetrical enough, I can move that just ever so slightly. Then I can change top to bottom as well. So I can bring it a bit forward, go all the way. So now that's a bit more straight. It looks better to the eyes. And you can do so much more on there. You can even rotate photos as well if you want to rotate them. It's entirely up to you. You can change from left to right as well, flip the photo top to bottom, and every time you can press and hold it to see the before, let go to see the after. So this is really cool. You can do so much more with your photos and make it look more symmetrical, make it straighter. Next, you can have some fun and add some style to your photos. So you should definitely check this one out as well. It's called PixArt. On PixArt, you can add different elements to your photo. You can do so much more as well. For example, you can add effects and stickers and so on and so forth. But one of the cool things that I do with this app is if I zoom into this photo, maybe I just envision a plane flying across. What you can do is go into stickers. For example, I search for plane, like so. Then it shows me different ones that I can use. So if I scroll down, maybe that one, maybe let's go with that one. So now I can move that into place and put a little plane up top there and make it look like a plane was flying across one when I took the photo. But obviously you can play around with this to make it look more realistic. You can tap this to make it smaller. You can rotate it as well if you want to. You can do so much more with it and just make it look a bit more interesting. And you can add shadows and all kind of different things right at the bottom. So this one's a bit more playful, just adds a bit more style to your photos. Next, if you're looking for an app that you don't have to pay for and it's free to download, then you should check this one out. It's called Snapseed. Snapseed is also very straightforward and it's a free app from Google. So with this one, you have different filters available already that you can try out. So for example, this one's morning. So it kind of changed the view from cold to warm, so you can change different settings on there, or you can leave it as it was, and then you can actually do your own edits. So if you go into tools, you have loads of options available like tune image, the details, the curve, white balance. You can change all different things. So for example, in tune image, we can start to mess with the brightness, as you can see there. So maybe this one's too bright, we can bring it down just a little bit, and we can change contrast on here as well, make it bring out the blacks in there so it's a bit more darker and sharper. Saturation, we can make it a bit more colorful. Ambience, so all the highlights and everything else get changed a little bit more. We can even edit the highlights a bit more, so you bring out the blue in the sky, and then the shadows as well. We can mess with the shadows, just play with it to get exactly what you want. And then we can add just a little bit warmth by just sliding across the screen, Or what you can do is magically press that and it will do what it thinks is best for your photo, and just press that to say, yes, I'm good with that. Go into tools, there's so much more you can do in here as well that you can play with, and just download it, play around with it and see what you can do. Finally, one of my favorite ones is called VSCO. It allows you to add different filters and it's pretty cool. So ViscoCam or VSCO app allows you to edit your photos, also works with videos as well. And in itself, you can actually use this to take photos in app as well. So tap in that corner one there, allows you to take your own photo. You can do DSCO, you can do videos as well if you like to record videos, or you can do multi-camera, for example. So you can do different things that you can use in the app. But if we close this, for example, and edit a photo, you can tap this one here, do edit at the bottom, and it gives you a wide range of filters that you can use to make it pop and just different from the crowd. So you can also pay for extra ones as well if you like, but all the free ones are pretty good if you ask me. And then you can go into settings, you can change some more on there as well. So things like your exposure levels can be changed if you want. Things like your contrast level can be changed as well. You can change the colors, you can change light, you can do effects as well. Loads of different things you can do in app that just makes your photo stand out. So that's it. Over to you though. If you have any photo editing tools that you can recommend, drop them in the comments below. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're looking to upgrade your smartphone or you're just looking for a new phone, then check out the links in the description area for some cost-saving deals.